Now believe me, most marriages don't fail because of lack of love. They fail because of lack of better communication. And if you've ever felt misunderstood, unheard, or disconnected from your spouse, trust me, this video will transform how you communicate. Hi, I'm Carol and I share tips and advice to make marriages stronger. So I've been married for almost 15 years now, and one thing I've learned is this: communication truly is the glue that holds a marriage together. It's what keeps couples strong, peaceful, and connected. And before we dive in, I want to mention I have a free communication checklist in the description, and I've also written a book on effective communication in marriage, so also check it in the description. Alright, and now let me share with you 10 strong and helpful tips of how you should communicate in your marriage to make it stronger and more vibrant. So tip number 1 is start every conversation with kindness. Now the way you start a conversation shapes how it ends. Like if you begin with irritation or blame, your spouse becomes defensive. But when you start softly and kindly, your spouse feels safe and open. So you can try saying something like, "You have a moment, I want us to talk." So this simple change can transform the whole tone of your communication. My tip number 2 is listen to understand and not to react. Now many times we listen just to respond. Now this means that you're ready with what you want to say even before your partner is done talking. When you're ready to defend yourself, explain, or even correct your partner, you don't even get to understand what they mean. So the best thing is listen to understand, then respond afterwards. So while your spouse is talking, tell yourself, "I'm here to understand them, not to win." Now you can even tell them to explain more so that you understand fully, and this creates calm, respect, and clarity between you. So tip number 3 is choose the right time to talk. Now timing really matters. Now a good message said at the wrong time leads to misunderstanding. So don't start serious conversation when your spouse is tired, stressed, or distracted. Wait for a calm moment like after dinner or when things settle down, and I believe you'll feel a big difference. And by the way, if you're finding value in this video, please go ahead and subscribe and also give it a thumbs up. So our next tip is tip number 4, which is be honest but gentle. Now honesty builds trust and gentleness builds connection. You can say the truth without hurting your spouse. So instead of saying "you never helped me," try saying something like "I'd love it if you could help me with this." So same message, different tone, but healthier results. And now my tip number 5 is express appreciation every day. Now appreciation softens the heart, and I know we've all felt it when someone appreciated something we did for them. Now simple phrases like "thank you," "I appreciate you," and "thank you for working so hard for us" are tiny sentences, but they can change the entire atmosphere in your home. Now believe me, when your spouse feels valued, communications becomes lighter and easier. Now my tip number 6 is ask questions instead of assuming. Now most arguments often start from assumptions, and so it's good to ask questions to avoid them. These questions can be like, "What did you mean by that?" or "How are you feeling right now? Help me understand it better." Now this makes your partner get more open with you. But if you just shut and let things slide, then you're left with more questions that no one can answer you. Now my tip number 7 is remember you're on the same team in marriage. So it's not you versus your partner, but it should be you both versus the problem. So when you shift your mindset, those arguments will turn into teamwork. So tell yourself you're not fighting each other, but we are solving this together. And I believe that simple mindset can save your marriage. My tip number 8 is speak life and not distraction. Now this is so powerful. Words carry a lot of power. Now there's a small part of our body called the tongue, and Proverbs 18:21 reminds us that the tongue has the power of life and death. So your words can build your marriage or break it slowly. So choose words that bring peace and life, words that heal, and words that bring unity in your marriage. My tip number 9 is do daily and weekly check-ins. Now I know life can get so busy, but this is my advice for you. Always create time for your spouse. Now the best way to do it is while sitting close to each other. Ask each other questions like, "How was your day?" or "How was your week? Did anything bother you? How can I support you better?" Now these check-ins keep your heart connected and prevent small problems from growing. And now my tip number 10, the last and not the least, is use gentle physical touch when talking. Now a soft touch or holding hands while talking plays magic. Now it reminds both of you that you're still a team, and it makes you feel safe and more connected to each other. Touch brings calmness even during tough conversations. And I truly believe that when applying just 2 or 3 of these tips, it can transform your communication. Now remember, communication is not about perfection, but it's about choosing to listen, understand, and respond to each other with respect and love every single day. So before you go, remember to check the free marriage communication checklist. You can download it in the description and use it to practice these habits daily. Also, check out my book on effective communication in marriage. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video was helpful to you. Please let me know in the comment section. So until the next video, may God bless your marriage.